Mr. Ephron, do you see the larger video in the background?
Yes.
It's mostly gray.
Yes.
Do you recognize that area that we're looking at there?
Other than that day, no.
All right. I'm talking specifically about that day. Can you orient yourself on what you're seeing from that part of the video?
I mean, to the far right, that's where the curve is at. That's where the curve is at, and the stop sign where like the incident happened.
Can you point to it with the pointer?
So pretty much we walked right here, and Rocky got to like right around.
Keep the voice up.
I said we got to like right here, and then as soon as like he got into the street around right here, that's when the shooting took place.
Okay. I would say he's pointing to the top left-hand corner in where the street area is that we can see. Okay.
Right, that is across from that orange wall barricade there where that is.
That's accurate.
Sure. All right, I'm going to play the video, and then I'll go back and ask some more questions about it. All right, start trying to keep it watch. I'm going to pause it at 55 seconds. Go back. I'll ask you some questions. So let's start at the beginning. Start from. I know it's going to be hard to see from here, but from taking you back to that night, you see the person that we can see best at the top left-hand corner, kind of in the middle of that street. You see that person?
Yeah.
Who was that?
Rocky.
Okay. There's another individual.
Well, the red jacket.
Okay. Let me just finish the question though, because the court reporter has to take everything down. So that would be just above him, and maybe just slightly to the left. There's another person there. You're saying that's Jamel?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And then you and Illz at this moment, are the two of you at the street corner?
I don't know. It's kind of blurry.
That's
Yeah, I
fair.
can't really see if that's a hydrant or like people that can't really see.
That's fair. Let me play it forward a little bit. If you could watch them. But with that, as your memory from that day, would that be the area that you recall being at?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to play it forward just a little. Did you see the movement of those two people that I was pointing to just a few seconds ago?
Wait, go back.
Sure. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Was one of those individuals you,
Yes.
and the other one was Illz?
Yes.
And what motion did you see yourself take on the video?
Like running towards those.
Okay. Would you have been farther to the left-hand side of the screen just slightly?
Yeah, I'm on the left. Those would be on the right.
And, okay, then we go back just a little, starting again at 35 seconds. The person that we see moving forward, is that still the defendant?
Yeah, so I'm kind of like running around Illz at that point while Rocky's like, it's like a circle. Everything's
Okay.
happening like a circle.
I'm going to go back and restart at about 35 seconds. Can you focus? This time I'm going to ask you to focus on the person who said was 12 feet and tell us where you see that person go. Okay? All right, and I'm pausing it at 42 seconds. Where did you see 12 feet go?
He ran across the wall.
Can I have it? I have paused here at 42 seconds. Would it be this person here?
Yeah. Yes.
And do you remember what this area was at all? I know it's been
No idea. No idea.
Okay. But was there a wall here? Is that what this
Yeah.
white object
Yes.
is? All right. Did he make that motion right as the gunshot started happening?
Yes, he did.
I'm going to play it forward. And I'm going to stop it at 50 seconds. If you need me to go back, I will, but did you see what you and Illz were doing at that part that I just played? That's short.
I'm gonna go back. I was looking at Jamel still.
No, that's fine. Started back at 47 seconds. Oh, hold on. Maybe I go a little farther. Started at 42 seconds. Stop it at 51. Did you see what the two of you were doing?
Yeah. So after Illz dropped his body, I probably was just looking to see where he was before I just run off or continue back down like Hollywood where I was at before.
Okay. When you say Illz dropped his body, what do you mean by that?
Like he physically just dropped, like his weight.
Did you do anything to push him to the ground?
No.
Did you strike him?
No, of course not.
Did you throw any punches towards him?
No.
So, are you describing him essentially dropping his body to try to get away from you? Because you're trying to hold him?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Did you personally go to the ground as he dropped his body?
Yeah, because he dropped. So I like kind of dropped with him. You can see me like almost dropped, but looking back to see kind of.
All right. And then fair to say at that point, that's when the defendant was running
Yeah,
away?
you can see Jamel like pushing him away at that point.
All right, I'm going to play another video file. All right, Your Honor, this video file is called Combined Surveillance Video.
Part 15?
Yes, on the same drive. And right now I have it paused at 46 seconds. Mr. Ephron, would you agree this appears to be the same camera angle?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to play it forward. And I'll pause it in a second. I'm going to pause it at 54 seconds. Does this look like a zoomed in version of that, in that area where you're describing this interaction happened?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to play the video forward from here. I'll ask you some questions. Okay. I'm going to stop it at 1 minute, 16 seconds. I'm going to go back to asking a few follow-up questions.
Okay, I'm sorry, could you just identify what exhibit this is?
It's 15.
Well,
The video is called Combined Surveillance Video. So if you want to, there's
not the sequence.
there's sequence, there's combined, and then there's the three files.
They're all part of it.
Yes.
This one's combined surveillance video.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Starting at about 50 seconds. Zooms in. Again, just so we're all on the same page of who we're talking about, where it's paused at 55 seconds here, this individual here in the sort of in the middle of the street area, that's the defendant, correct?
Yes.
the person just to the left of him and slightly above him? Okay. And then it's hard to see where you and Illz would be, but would you agree?
Wait, don't, you both can't talk at the same time.
That's okay. You'd be towards the left here, more closer to the corner of the street, correct?
Correct.
I'm going to play it forward and I'm going to pause it at 1 minute and 2 seconds. Can you make out which person you are, Mr. Ephron?
Right here in this picture?
Yeah, where it's paused here at 1 minute and 2
I know one
seconds.
with the white Air Forces. It's really hard to tell what the white Air Forces. Oh,
How about you?
I can see it better on here than on the big screen for some reason. But on here, over here it looks way better.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm in this movie, whatever this is right here, but on here you can actually see it more.
Can you actually see on your back, Mr. Ephron, the design that was on the back of your sweatshirt?
Yes.
Okay. In that video, can you point to where the design is? If you can see it on the big screen.
White.
So it's say right in the middle of the top of the where the image is paused on.
To be precise, it looks like a white circle on your body.
Okay. And I'll play this video forward from here. And I'm going to stop it at 1 minute and 14 seconds. At this point, have you and Illz separated from each other?
Yes.
And why did you let him go at that point?
Because I've probably seen Rocky running off already.
Okay. You described the first shot, the motion the defendant made with his hand as he shot the first shot. Was the second shot any different from that?
I don't know at that point. I'm ducking.
You weren't really paying attention to it?
No, I just was really just trying to grab Illz.
Okay. 1 second. Do you recall? I'm going to show you Equals 7. Do you recognize that area at all?
Yeah.
And what is that area?
That's what happened.
Okay. Where the two shots were fired, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You say yes?
Yes.
When the shots were first fired, can you point for the jury to a spot that is near where you were on that street?
I was coming down here. And I probably got to around like right here, I believe. And Rocky was like right here.
Okay.
And then it got like around. Then it got all around this area, kind of.
You know, Your Honor, actually, I think what would be easier, I'm going to have him just mark on the photograph itself. This is people 7. Let's do, for you, can you put an X where you would be when the first shot would happen?
Probably hop up this curve a little, but I would say like right here.
Okay, and then do a triangle for where the defendant was. Okay, thank you. Back up. Okay, a little better. The X you made is right here, correct?
Yes.
And fair to say that it was closer to the curb,
Yes.
and where you're describing was right by the corner, correct?
Yeah. Correct.
And then the triangle that you made for the defendant is here more in the middle of the street on Vista Del Mar, correct?
Yes.